Hey, Rob here, New Art Network. I've not done a tutorial in ages, so I'm gonna got a little treat for you today. What we're gonna look at here is a cool little tip that is going to enable you to display your work online or in print, so it looks like you spent $sign, $sign professionally framing and photographing your work, and it literally takes 2 seconds. Well, not literally. Right, what I'm talking about is here is some artwork that was done on the computer, and here's some artwork that looks like it's been framed and looks like it's had a lot of money spent on framing it, but I didn't. All I did was I just went and messed about online and got it looking like this. And like, if we really zoom in, it's really quite detailed. So it's a pretty cool little thing if you wanted to have your work look like it's been framed, but not actually have to spend loads of money and time and effort framing your work, because you've got no reason to really frame it. You just want to see what it looks like in a frame for whatever reason. Whatever. All we need to do is go over to this really cool website called graphicriver.net. And this is an amazing resource for graphic designers. What a lot of graphic designers are called upon to do is create mock-ups, and one mock-up tool available is one that allows you to realistically mock up your 2D artwork to look like it was professionally framed and photographed. And this is the mock-up thing, and you can buy it for just $4. $4 is £2.50, which is pretty cheap, and you can just keep framing your work whenever you want. It's got all this kind of different frames, different mount things, and if you wanted to display your work online or in print and you want to display it framed, to just add that extra air of artistic authenticity, you can just do this for $4, £2.50. Right, so what we do is we use it along with Photoshop, and here is how stupidly easy it is. So what we do is go to the Graphic River, we buy that for $4, and we download it. Gives us this PSD file. Open that up in Photoshop. Definitely taking longer than 2 seconds that I promised. Then we get this, and what we need to do is double click on this, double click inside here. This opens up a intelligent object thing. Grab whatever we want to frame, bring that into Photoshop, drag it into this intelligent object layer, resize it to whatever you want. It's kind of gigantic. I can't be bothered resizing it. Just go File, Save, and then that magically makes it whatever we put in here appear in here. And then if we go over to this right hand side, we've got all these weird little options that we can mess about with to get the framing just right. So we can have these little different backgrounds, grey background, no background, Kind of like that light background. Can mess about with all these shadows. Change the colour of the frame. I really don't like that. Perhaps you could mess around with the colourings to get them a bit less horrible. I think I'll go for white. All these different textures. Just stick with classic white. Indentation. All this weird stuff. This is the smart. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called a smart object or something. To get it looking even more realistic, we check the opacity down a bit to give it that extra, as if you photographed it. But you know, you might be thinking, oh, why would I need this? But if you think about it, if all you want to do is show your work framed, and you're not really having an exhibition, you know, all the hassle that you'd have to go to, like getting it professionally framed and then photographing it, it's quite a lot of expense and hassle. And for £2.50 you can just get this done. File, save as. I think normally I would mess about with the adjustments. Why can't I adjust it? I want to adjust. So I adjust this. Adjustments, levels, auto. That's not. This is a smart. Oh, don't save. Adjustments, levels. Oh, you're just gonna have to mess about it with yourself. I just wanted to get this a bit more darker, but you can just figure it out. I'll save it as a JPEG. Save. Big ass file. Get rid of all that. Then we've got it here. Yeah, so you just mess about with like the opacity, the levels, just to get it looking a bit more less washed out. But it's still pretty cool. You can really get in there, get the detail. Probably look really good printed, really realistic. So that's my little tip. That was longer than 2 seconds, but definitely recommend that you check that out. And check out Graphic River's got lots of these little weird things. I think there's one where you can put stuff on billboards, like all these kind of mock-up things, and you just mess about with them in Photoshop. You can do all these crazy things, and for just a few pounds it's really cool. So I definitely recommend you check that out. Okay, bye.